Hello, America. Tonight I want to talk to you a little bit about something tough, mob justice. It is alive and well in America again. Today, a man stands charged with murder. It's a case many Americans have read about or heard about, and even more have talked about without really even knowing anything about it. It's the case of Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. We all know very little about the night that George Zimmerman went out and shot and killed Trayvon Martin. That part we know. The rest, we can only guess. We can opine, we can even believe, but we do not know. Not yet. We can't know until we have the process of a trial, the process of justice, of evidence collected, witnesses, calling a jury of peers, passing a judgment. And so I believe that right now, anyone who does anything to exact justice is committing an act of injustice. And where there is one injustice, there is no justice. We have seen examples now of people intimidating key figures in the case, lawyers, officers of the court, witnesses, and of course, the accused. These people are in danger because they are just connected to the process of justice. This intimidation itself is injustice, and it is un-American. And if we allow it to continue, we participate in that injustice. I've even seen some politicians that have spoken out about the case. They have made their views known. But what about the facts? These same politicians are like everyone else. They do not know at this point what happened that night in a small town in Florida. They don't know. And so, by voicing their opinion, they are just guessing. Political leaders are supposed to be custodians of the system, a system of laws and a system of justice, where the accused are innocent until proven guilty. When anyone undermines this system, they are no longer leaders worthy of the name leaders. It is unacceptable to judge a defendant guilty before trial is even held. It's even worse to be silent in the face of mob justice. We are hearing of attacks where the victims are told, "This is for Trayvon." The victims in this case are white, the attackers black. The attacks are vicious, some fatal. This is not justice for Trayvon. It is a bloodlust for sport or violence for the sake of hatred. And it is wrong in any circumstance, white, black, brown, it doesn't matter. We are all too familiar with mob justice in America. We have seen these dark periods in our history before. We have seen as well the cowards who stood by and just let it happen. We know that, thankfully, history judges a lynch mob forcefully. But history also judges the silent that say nothing, the complicit. Those in the mob are criminals. Those who don't stop the mob are cowards. This republic cannot coexist. It cannot stand on a foundation of criminals and cowards. Which are you? Tonight, a man stands accused. The crime is serious, it's murder. And the trial that awaits him will determine whether he is to remain a free man or not. But because gasoline has been poured on this case by outside agitators, by ill-informed commentators, by opportunistic politicians, because of that, George Zimmerman is not the only figure on trial today. Our system of justice is also on trial. It is being tested and pushed to its limits. And my question is this: who will defend our system of justice? Who will stand against the mob? Who will defend the rule of law? the privileges of the accused, the protections of the witnesses, the responsibilities to evidence and precedents. Who will do this work if this office won't? It was a tragedy, and we're seeing more tragedies, not only in the name of Trayvon, but also on the streets with Occupy. If you want justice, there must be honor. The best way to respect the memory of Trayvon Martin and all of the victims of both justified and abhorrent violence in this imperfect country is to honor the principles that our legal system is built on. I remind all Americans of all backgrounds that justice is blind. Justice only seeks truth. And those who claim to be leaders must stand on the side of truth and justice. It is the American way. They must stand for restraint. They must stand for calm. And most significantly, our leaders must stand against those who would take the law into their own hands. Our republic depends on it. It depends, as always, on you. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and may God bless the Republic.